Hey, this is the Hardest Question video blog. I'm the Reverend Russell, and this is Reverend Dr. Mark Stedenberg, senior contributing editor to the Hardest Question, and it is Ordinary
13C.
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 And we're in Luke, still going through Luke. It's grade 9, 51 through 62. And what do we got here?
Welcome to Jesus is a Dick Sunday.
It's really true. Jesus,
Pardon my French.
No, Jesus is just all of a sudden. What happened here?
I don't know.
He just is like, he's just not nice. He just, what's going on? So, when the days drew near for him to be taken up, so, I don't know, as things get closer, maybe he's just more tense.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows what's coming.
Set his face. He set his face to go to Jerusalem.
Right.
Forgive me, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's pretty awful.
No,
You're on your way to the cross.
Oh, yeah.
I was just
sure.
kidding, really.
What?
I'm just kidding. Okay.
Why? You got something on your mind?
Yeah.
No. Well, this is a big deal, or this is really a marker in Luke when he sets his face to Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Because from here on out, his fate is determined.
Yeah. And he sent messengers ahead of him.
I never really noticed that before.
I know.
What are they saying?
He had messengers.
And where are they going ahead of him? Oh.
Just to Jerusalem.
Yeah. So
check out the scene there. On their way, they entered a village of the Samaritans to make ready for him. Samaritans, you want the Samaritans in?
Sure, right. Yeah, but they did not receive him.
Oh, they did not receive him.
Because his face was set towards Jerusalem. Right. So yeah, this thing they're supposed to walk around.
That's really interesting, actually.
Tell me.
That maybe there's a temporary, backing off of the Gentile mission in order for Jesus to do this first.
Right.
And not that it's Jesus' action. I mean, they didn't receive him, but it's like maybe there's these tensions that we don't understand that have to happen before the fulfillment. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, interesting.
When his disciples, James and John, saw it, they said, "Lord, you want us to condemn fire to come down from heaven and consume them." But he turned and rebuked them. I guess that's not so dickish.
He didn't. Yeah.
The village. Then they went out to another village. Take it.
Well, I think this is kind of interesting. I thought before, it's like he sets his face towards Jerusalem, and they say, "Oh, you have your face set towards Jerusalem, so we cannot receive you." Mm-hmm. And so, because he's so steadfastly set to go towards Jerusalem, his face, nothing can deter him, right?
Right.
And then, but they say, "Well, we want to accept you here." So his people say, "See, we're just gonna go. We're on our way. Our face is set toward Jerusalem." So we rain fire down on him. And what does Jesus do? He turns his face away from Jerusalem. He turns his face back. He's like, even though he's set this way, he is turned. Right. He turns his resolve is turned away because he doesn't want to rain fire down on these people.
Right.
Like, my face is set towards Jerusalem, or also turn the other way. I don't want to hurt anybody here. I like it.
Yeah.
So anyway, they're going along the road, and someone says, "Hey, I will follow you wherever you go." And Jesus says, "Foxes have holes, and birds have the air have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head."
I'd like to go with you.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, and that's your answer?
Yeah. It's going to be a hard road, my friend.
Is that what you're saying? Why did you say that?
Yeah, right. Then to another, he said, "Follow me." But they said, "Lord, first let me go and bury my father." Look, why didn't he just let the first guy go with him?
I know.
Yeah.
Bury my father.
Right.
This is this is the major grief in your life to this point. Bury my father.
But this is the confusing part. The first guy wants to go with him. And Jesus won't let him.
He gives him this crazy answer.
The second guy says, I really actually don't want to go with you. But Jesus says, "Come on, you should come with me." So, yeah.
Jesus said to him, "Let the dead bury their own dead."
Right.
"But as for you, go and proclaim the kingdom of God."
And another said, "I will follow you, Lord, but first let me say farewell to those in my home."
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, Jesus said, "No one who puts his hand to the plow and looks back is fit for the kingdom of God." Now here, let me come back to my earlier point.
Okay.
Jesus starts this whole thing out by demonstrating what it's like to look back. So it's this, You know,
Nice.
isn't that like,
Yeah,
So
nice.
this thing is like, no one who, this is harsh, Jesus.
Yeah.
No one who ever puts their hand to the plow and looks back is fit for the kingdom of heaven. Well, do we have any recent example of anybody doing that? Yes. 4 verses earlier, Jesus sets his face to Jerusalem and then turns back. He is not fit for the kingdom of God.
There you have it.
So,
Beautiful.
yeah. Let us know how you preach.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.